What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I apologize. It has been a while since I've uploaded, like, I don't know, a little over a week. But I'll be talking a little bit about that here in a second. This morning, some things have changed while I was gone. Some things have changed. So you'll notice right behind me, I got the wife's car, which we're going to work a little bit on today. And then there's a spot where the Envoy was, right here. And it's gone. That's because the Envoy got sold last week. It wasn't anything super interesting or anything that way, so I didn't film any of it, but the Envoy is gone forever, and luckily I don't have to change the exhaust manifold on it. We still got the banana car, the old Saturn there. Hopefully that'll be going before too long. And the Chrysler's in the garage. Anyways, the reason for me not uploading for a little while is it rained every single day, pretty much, in Pennsylvania for the past week and a half. So you'll see today, actually, there's some sun. See, it's like sunny out. It's blue skies. It's awesome today. So that's why I'm doing an upload today. And I would have even done some working on stuff, vlogs, but the garage was out of commission as well. Couldn't get any other cars in the garage. So you know what? Let's go to the garage first. We're going to do some quick work on the Chrysler, and then we'll be back out to get the Grand Prix. So see you in the garage. All right, back in the garage here. All right, you notice what's different? We switch sides for where my car gets parked, and this is why. So we got this big pile of junk here that still needs to get cleaned up, but I've been working on a serious house cleaning adventure over the past couple weeks. So there is the back bay in the garage, and it is pretty much all cleaned out. Got to still sweep up the floor a little bit. Got to get the tractor out of here, but otherwise this is about as good as it's going to get. Just it's kind of a storage, and maybe I'll put a car in there, but not one that I'm working on because it's not big enough to get around. But once we get rid of all this trash, then the garage will be done. Might still take down. I'm going to take down those shelves over there because I just don't need the shelf space anymore. And then you'll be able to walk by the car a lot easier than you can right now. But this is what I've been working on, and the whole garage was filled up with trash, so couldn't do any real work in here other than just cleaning up. So that's the reason for the no vlogs, the rain, and the garage was out of commission. So let's get back to it now. Today's job, we're going to be putting an oil change on, or doing an oil change on the Chrysler. I always recommend doing an oil change right when you get a car. It's been about 1,000 miles since I bought the Chrysler, and I decided that it's time definitely to just do the oil change, and bought some Mobil 1. It was on sale, so that's the reason for that, and it's good oil. So let's get it jacked up and the oil change done. It's funny, I haven't had any vehicle that took this much oil for an oil change in a long time. I used to drive trucks and used to need a ton of oil, but this one takes 7 quarts. All the other vehicles I have take like 4.5 or 5. This engine cover is about as destroyed as they can get. I mean, it's like flexing, and I hear it rub all the time while I'm driving. Also, there's some oil on there, so that probably means I have a little bit of an oil leak. Not probably, I have a little bit of an oil leak. Alright, drain plug is out, and just a little side note, I'm not a mechanic really by any means, but I've changed a lot of oil in a lot of cars, and people are torquing the drain plug bolt way too much, man. Like, this one here, I had to use the jack handle to get the to get it to break loose. Like, that's insane. Like, just tighten it. Just, you know, not loose, but like hand tighten. That's it. So it'll come off easy the next time. I've never had a drain plug leak. So, anyways, it's draining out at the moment, and it's draining on my floor a little bit now. But definitely getting an oil leak from the valve cover on this side. So that'll be something in the future that I'll have to do as well. It's not too bad yet, but that's definitely where all that oil is coming from. So I'm a little bit confused now because the new oil filter that they gave me that said it was for this car is a lot different than the older one. It's like way fatter around the top. It looks like the gasket will still work, but it's still like is wider than the area that it needs to sit on. So I'm not sure about that. I'm going to do a quick Google here and just see. Checking it out, it looks like the M1204A is the correct filter. It maybe the other one was wrong or just a different design. I don't know, but it definitely is a lot different shape. But everything I read online says it's good. It looks like it's going to seal up, so just got to dump some oil in and make sure it's not leaking. Now, I am going to do something that car guys are going to kill me for, probably. That's okay. I'm going to put a little bit of seafoam in here. You do 1 ounce per quart. The Ascension takes 7 quarts, so I'm going to take 7 ounces, which is just under half of this can, and then the rest I'll throw in the fuel tank. Just because of the age of the car. And I detected maybe there was a little bit of moisture in the oil, not much at all, but hopefully this will take care of it. It doesn't look like anything too chronic. Now let's just check the oil level. Looks good to me. Alright, let's see if it's leaking. See all the old oil right there, but I don't see any drips. Alright, so if you want to change the oil on one of these, this is the 5.7. You just need some 10mm bolts to take off the cover on the bottom. I'm not even putting mine back on. It's right, where is it? It's right here. Right here. But because mine's completely destroyed, I'm just going to buy a new one and put that one on when it comes in. Otherwise, 13mm bolt for the drain plug. Don't over tighten your drain plug when you put it back on. Just your oil and filter. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. Not difficult at all. So, they make it pretty easy on these. Alright, let's go get the Grand Prix and do some exhaust work. Since we did a cold start in the Chrysler, we should definitely do one in the Grand Prix too. It's not going to be very good. It sounds terrible right now. Alright, got the Grand Prix all parked in here all way over to the left because we're going to be working on this muffler over here. As you can see, it's like way up to the top because it broke off on the other side, and that's why it's so loud. I'll show you right here what we're working on. Right there, that's supposed to be attached. It had a flex pipe in there, and it just keeps breaking. I've replaced it twice now. Today I got a mesh one that hopefully will solve the problem forever. We got it jacked up. Got the light down underneath here. Actually, I have a pretty good working area. I need to put a jack stand in. Basically going to have to take off these two exhaust clamps, and this stuff does not slide off. So I'm going to probably have to actually unwrap it the whole way around the exhaust. I don't have a good way to hold the camera, so I will just show you when it's done. So let's jump to that. All right. Well, you can see now, got the old flexible pipe off the muffler, and I'll show you why I had to use a flexible pipe down here. This muffler had been replaced, which is kind of crazy because there was no rust anywhere on the other car. And that's the original muffler on that side, but for whatever reason, this one was replaced, and then the one that was replaced on it also rusted out. But when they did this, they welded it in, and they cut it off so short that there's no way to get a fitting on there unless it's flexible. Otherwise, I'm going to have to replace, I mean, maybe I could come back to here or something, but otherwise, I got to replace the whole Y pipe, and I just don't really feel like doing that. So that's why I'm using flexible pipe, not because I really like flexible pipe. It really actually sucks, but hopefully this new one will flex enough. I'm kind of worried that maybe the new one won't flex enough, but I'll show you what I got to replace this here. Okay, so this is the guy we got, and it's the whatever mesh stuff, braided. That's the word I was looking for. And hopefully this one won't break in the future. It's a lot more expensive, so it better not. Then just some exhaust clamps and some sealant, just because I know that with that hard angle there's probably going to need to be some extra stuff there. But I just got to pound this guy into here. And it looks like it shouldn't be too bad of a job. Alright, so hopefully that's how the rest of this job is going to go, because that was the easiest exhaust piece installation I think I've ever done in my entire life, but it seems to actually be really tight and good. So now we just got to try it out under here. Alright, looks like we got it all in. Here's what it looks like now. It's not perfect as far as this goes because the muffler is actually sitting too far back a little bit, but it's the only, I can't go any further. You'll see here why. Right there, see I have them both as tight far in as possible. I already took a bunch of the tailpipe piece out from there. But let's start it up and see how it sounds. Yep, that sounds a lot better now. I should have done this weeks ago. Hopefully my wife still loves me because she had to drive this for, I don't know, 3 weeks to a month, maybe more than that. It's been a while, but finally that's good. But I did see one other thing when I was underneath here that we need to address, and I'm not sure what it is. So let's check that out too. If you look down here, we have something loose. Something that doesn't look like it should be loose. Okay. So I guess that's the end of my wheel sensor. That would explain the traction control light at the very least. Okay. Well, there's nothing really I can do about that one right now other than I'm going to try to get it up and out of the way. Alright guys, back on the other side of the house, out in my other driveway. Doing a little thumbnail, maybe picture for Instagram throughout the week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, definitely go do that. Same thing as my name here, Topline Racer. Always some good pictures and stuff there, but trying to get some footage for throughout the week, or some pictures for that, and maybe a thumbnail or two for this video or maybe in the future. But so that's what that is. But got the muffler done on the Grand Prix, got the oil changed on the Chrysler. Should have a Chrysler, the 300 versus Cadillac STS, the North Star race coming up this week. So look forward to that. The oil's going to need to be changed in the Grand Prix before too long, but we'll get to that. And I just looked at the sway bar bushings, and there's like that much gap around each of them, so that's going to need to be done too. But nothing big. They can still all good for now. So thanks so much for watching, guys. This is where I'm going to leave you. Please subscribe, like, comment down below. Thanks, guys.